Hi gamers, mums, dads, welcome to Cridler Gaming. This is chapter 11, the abyss of the QUBE2 walkthrough that we're doing. I think this is coming towards the end. Now I've recorded all the videos in the day, but because Alex, who did most of this the first time round, which is why I've made a mess of so many of the levels, he's here to watch. So when we go get the choice of the red and the blue wire at the end, we make sure we take the blue wire and see what happens. We know what happens in the red. We won't spoil what that is, but take it and you'll find out. Hopefully the blue is better news than the red. So, right, so we're into this massive room here. There's a lot going on, so we need to work out what to do. So the obvious things here, as you can see, we've put some blues here, and these will come across, and we can drop some greens onto magnets. But first, we need to move this panel across because we've got our usual green blue firing, so another magnet bounce onto that magnet and through this door here. So we need to move this panel. So we move this panel. Let me just go onto here. So this panel moves. We need to get a we need to drop a green onto here. Right, so I need to move the magnet across. Right, demagnetise it. We don't need the screen now, so I'll do the first one here. So drop the green onto there, demagnetised onto that pad there. Right, so that's the first part. Now we need to move the magnet back, demagnetise both the magnets, and we'll drop a blue and drop a green onto a blue, and we've got a double bounce into a door. Smashing, so now we've opened the door.
Now you need to get in the door.
So now I need to get in the door. Right, so we've just smashed through this door here. Now we need to get up there, but in that door there isn't anything, so we've got to move the door across, which is the next bit. So we have to get something on here, and it's a bit of a bouncy one. So first of all we need to move the door across. Right, so we don't have we do have the green on there. So we're moving this across here, so we need to stand on here. So remember which green you used to get the button pressed. You use the opposite one. In fact, make sure you use the left one to press that button, and then we'll drop a right one here, and then that will get on there, and that should bring it back. Brilliant. So now we have a door here. So what I want to do now is magnetise this one, drop our green, jump on top, and hopefully this is going to take us nice up here, and we can get through this door here. You might, I think I fluked that a bit, you might need to put an orange on there just in case. And that is our first room done on chapter 11. So we're going to walk through here. I actually thought it was only one level, but must have done quite a few on chapter 11. So now we have a few more things going on here. Right, so we've got some fire, a few bounces. Right, so it looks like we need to smash this door open here. So we're going to have to move this across, it looks like. It's just a smashing door. Right, so if we're going to have a blue on one of these to send whatever we're going to send up here. So where are our... So we don't want, so we need to move this so there's no fire. Okay, so a green, a slimy green can come out of there. Right, I'm going to drop a green from here. It seems a bit too straightforward. And then we orange this one to push the green, and that's going to go down here, and then the blue, and then smash open that door. Super duper. Bit worried that was a bit straightforward. Right, so now we're into this area here. Oh, I do remember this level. There was a bit of a bouncy going on, wasn't there? Right, so now we're up here on the two blocks. So now we need to open up a fire door, which is here. And what have we got? This one has oil here. This is oil here. Right, so it's a bit of a triple a triple fire I think we need going on down here. So we need to get this one across because we need it to burn and then stand on here, and then we need to have a start with a green, turn this one off, start with a green here to get oiled up. Oh, this is a fun one, look. And now I'm going to put a green here. So we've got a green there, and we're going to have a green here.
Need the green to be fiery.
Yeah,
but
so
oily first, then fiery.
So we need to drop the green. So we're going to have, and then we need to move this back up here to set the fire off. So I think we're going to have a triple relay here. So green to fire before it runs out of oil, to this one to fire. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Is it going to make it? Oh, it must do. It must do. Fabulous. Oh, I like that one. 3 greens. And into our next room. Oh, where am I going? Round we go. Ooh, look at this. It's a bit scary.
This is your level.
So we're into a massive room, and I think this is now the last level. There's a few parts to this, so let's break it down one at a time. So there's a fire door and a smashy door, and so we're going to attempt them one at a time. So we're going to do the fire one first. So what we need to do is send this one here to fire, and the oil comes from this pad here. So what I want to do is send a green from the bottom. It's important from the bottom because there's a greens disappear, remember. We'll send that up to the magnet. We'll move the magnet across and drop it down. Oops, let's not drop down. And then drop it down. There we go. Right, to bring it back. So now we have oil coming out of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an orange here. I can drop a ball down. It gets oiled up. So what it's going to do is run along here. Alright. Yeah, so at the end of the ramp, a nice little tricky bit here is we need to put the orange out to get there, and the blue here. So we're going to fire it there to the blue, and once it's come past here, we're going to turn this one blue so then it fires it up there. In the meantime, we need to stand on the fire just as it passes it. So let's give this a go. Turn this off here. Wait for the wing to come here. Jump on here. So that's oiled up, so it should bounce through and then onto the blue and then up the ramp here and set it on fire. Excellent. That's part one. Now what we need to do is fire this door down here. So we need to do that by this magnet over here firing it, but first of all we need to grease up a green. Remember I said to use the bottom one first. That's because we need to bring this one out and pop a green down there so it gets all greased up. If I turn the magnet on here, if I cancel this, it should fire the green into the magnet and then we can move it along. Takes a bit of working out this one, but once you know what you're doing, it's pretty straightforward, although the last bit is always a good fun. There's a massive jump to come. So I just demagnetise this, and because it's slimy now, it'll break the door. If it doesn't slime up, it lands about here. That's one of the things you get wrong. So now we've got these two here. There's a massive fan here, and that's going to go up there because there's a pressure pad in here. Now what we see is, and one thing I nearly forgot before, is there's a black door there, and we need to move the black door, and you do that by, there's a nice sneaky little pressure pad in here. So we need to get a ball onto that pressure pad. So if I turn this off here, and then I just fire a ball down. I don't think it needs to be greasy or anything, let's see. Take it all the way to the end. Ding. And it's a blue pressure pad, so we only need to do it once. the ball's in there, that's turned that on, and that's opened the door. Right, so that's where we need to end up. Super. So the next part is to get a greasy green up into there. Sounds a bit like Greasy Grove, but no, greasy green. And so we're going to do that by moving the magnet back. And then turning it round. And put a orange here so we can collect it. And then drop the green. And then we'll fire it onto the magnet. Like so. And move this up. And if I put the blue on here, what's going to happen now is there's a blue there and there's a fan there, so this green is just going to go up and down and up and down and up and down so everyone's heart is content. So there's no rush now, that's gone out there. So I'm going to go through the door. As you'll see now, there's a nice, what have I called this through the videos? Bounce pad, pressure pad, etc. Right, so onto the pressure pad here. What we need to do is pop an orange down here. Because our green is going to go left and right, left and right, left and right, and eventually it will stop when we put the orange here. So if we run down here, sometimes the green sticks all the way to the orange, and sometimes it doesn't. Now when you come out here, you need to demagnetise this one and make sure this panel's down, and we're going to go for a nice little ride. And the skill here, so this is my third go of doing it right, second go of doing it right, I need to jump at the last minute into there to get into that room. And then that is pretty much the game. Right, so here we go. Right, so we went for it. Didn't even jump actually. Just look at the draw. Right, so last time we took the red wire, and I think there's a choice between blue wire and red wire. So let them talk until their heart's content. So blue to the mind, I think it says there. So it said follow the blue wire to go to their mind, and for some reason we took the red wire last time. Right, so we're going to go down the blue wire. So let's see what's in here. We have not seen this. This is all new to us. So are you ready? Xander's here to see the blue wire. When we went down the red, you end up in the heart chamber, and it turns you to stone. So what happens down the blue wire? So we're going this way. That looked like they ended up in the same place anyway. So this is what's happening in the blue. Where are we going, Amelia? Oh. So very pretty. Lots of cubes in the cube. Now we're at the heart. Where's the mind?
Been here before.
Here's our G. Lots of people. Dramatic finish. So when we followed the red wire, we had the heart.
I saw what we did to you. I understand what you must have thought.
It shows knowledge. It shows to learn. To understand us.
So there's a lot of talking.
Yes. I chose my future. Humanity can learn. I will teach her when she is old enough.
We can help you. We can help you define your future.
We can help you become one. We can help you rebuild
guiding, helping me see.
It seems a lot longer ending than the red wire.
Mm.
The red wire, you turn into one of these people.
Are you ready?
I am.
The end! So the blue wire, at least we didn't die with the blue wire, spoiler alert. So that's QUBE2. I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough all the way from chapter 1 to chapter 11. We've split them into videos, so 1 to 4 is on the first one, and 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11 are on the individual ones about half an hour long. So thanks so much for watching. Please comment down below. I might actually download QUBE1 to see if that's just as good. So enjoy the game. I say, I hope we help you out, or you just followed it from start to end. We get a load of credits now, and that's that. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.